Now, former U.S. President George H.W. Bush's flag-draped casket has arrived at the Capitol in Washington. The body is in the Capitol through the 5th of December is when it's going to stay in the Capitol. Now, Bush family, led by the former President George W. Bush, accompanied the patriarch's body from Texas to Washington. Now, you can see on your screens that the President of the U.S., Donald Trump, is there as well with his wife Melania Trump, and they are paying homage to the 41st President of the United States, George H.W. Bush, who died at the age of 94. He was suffering from ill health for a very long time. So you can see those visuals coming live from Washington. The nation is paying homage to the 41st President of the United States, a man who will be remembered for his contribution to US's history. He has really helped US through some turbulent times. He joined the Navy when he was just 19 years of age and led 53 missions. And this teenager, a 19-year-old teenager, after decades became the 41st President of the United States. He led US through the Cold War, and not just the Cold War, but also the fall of the Berlin Wall. We can see that mourners have paid their respects, and there will be another funeral on Thursday, after which the body will be buried in the Bush Presidential Library in Texas. The former president passed away at the age of 94 on Friday. He served 2 terms as vice president and then served as the president from 1989 to 1993. His time as president saw the end of the Cold War, and he's also the father of the 43rd President of the US, George W. Bush. You can see how silent that room is. Everyone is remembering the man who led USA during one of its toughest times. And present there in Washington are family members, senators, and all Supreme Court justices. Now there we are getting some live visuals after paying their homage to the former president. President Trump and his wife are now leaving the Capitol. They're leaving right now from, remember that just a few moments ago they had paid their homage to the 41st President of the US, who died at the age of 94. The entire Bush family is there as well, including Republicans and Democrats, and all the Supreme Court justices as well. These are live visuals from Washington, D.C. The 41st President of the US has been laid to rest, and the entire nation is remembering the great contributions he has made to the nation. Now, former U.S. President George H.W. Bush's flag-draped casket has arrived at the Capitol, and this body will lie in the Capitol rotunda through the 5th of December. The Bush family, led by the former President George H.W. Bush, accompanied the patriarch's body from Texas to Washington. Now, mourners have begun lining up to pay their respects. There will be another funeral on Thursday, after which the body will be buried in the Bush Presidential Library in Texas. Now, remember that former U.S. President George H.W. Bush passed away at the age of 94. Tributes from all over the world are pouring in to honoring the 41st president.